The Browns and the Hunt family engage in a tense argument in chapter 1200, with old Mr. Hunt serving as the Hunt family's leader. In Serenity's hometown, old Mr. Hunt shows up to confront her and may further damage her image after spreading suspicions that Scott wasn't really their son. Old Mr. Hunt is confronted by Mrs. Brown, who is still enraged over an earlier instance of his dishonesty, and she approaches him in a stern and icy manner. The Hunt family's brazenness and avarice are well known to the Browns. They remember how, years before, the Hunts had robbed Liberty and Serenity's parents of a substantial chunk of the insurance settlement, forcing them to leave their homes and preventing them from going back. The Hunts proceeded to pursue the assets their parents left behind while displaying no care for the sisters' welfare. Insisting that the Hunts are attempting to take advantage of Serenity's sudden fortune, Mrs. Brown challenges the Hunts' motivations for asking for Serenity's assistance. On the other hand, the Hunt family has a bad opinion of the Browns because they think they are trying to make amends with Liberty and profit from her connections to the powerful York family. Since they are Serenity and Liberty's blood relatives, the Hunt family believes they have a right to the assets and dislikes the Browns' interference. An altercation between two families develops out of the initial disagreement swiftly. The dramatic scenario is being watched by Serenity, her two closest friends, while Sonny is kept out of the fray to preserve his innocence. Due to their mutual gratitude and hostility for the Hunt family, Serenity permits the families to engage in open conflict while secretly supporting the Browns. The Browns are vociferous about their disgust with the Hunt family's actions, especially Mrs. Brown and Chelsea. They angrily denounce old Mr. Hunt and his heirs for their cold-bloodedness and claim that they profited from the unfortunate events surrounding Liberty and Serenity. The ardent and frank women of the Brown family are a match for old Mr. Hunt's aptitude to get into arguments, as the Browns strongly reprimand and admonish them following the verbal altercation. Old Mr. Hunt and his family are clearly incensed. The conflict between two families, each of which has opposing goals and ideals, is highlighted in this chapter. The Browns protect Serenity from the Hunt family's encroachment and greed because they are motivated by their gratitude for her. As Serenity and Liberty consider filing a lawsuit, the Hunts try to discourage them since they feel they are entitled to the inheritance. The argumentative exchange demonstrates the Browns' ardent opposition to the Hunt family's activities and their support for Serenity. What do you think about the clash of the two shameless families in this chapter? Comment down below.